do, y'all? It's T-Donay back at it again, Female Hip Hop Now. I have with me
2rawqua.
All right, 2rawqua, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm chilling. What's the word?
That's good, that's good. Where are you from?
I'm from East Waco, America.
East Waco.
Niggas cannot go there if you ain't go there. You, no cap.
You can't go there if you didn't go there, okay? How was it growing up in East Waco, America?
It build character. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it out there, you can make it anywhere. So shit. East Waco really like it. You got to go see for yourself. See it for yourself if you ain't never been. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. See it for yourself if you ain't never been. So how did growing up in East Waco like influence your, just your sound or just your lifestyle?
In East Waco, we seen it all. We done seen the drugs, we done seen the money, we done seen the Christianity, we done seen the faith, we done seen all of it. So it just let me be able to paint the pictures in my music because we done seen it all. So East Waco just the place you gotta. If you ain't from there, you wouldn't want to grow up there. But if you understand, like being from East Waco, you would know, like, yeah, it really teach you a lot. So East Waco taught me a lot, man.
So you say growing up in East Waco, you seen some things that most people wouldn't want to see or wouldn't like need to see. Yeah. What is something that you saw that like really stuck with you?
Murder, robbery, fake shit, deception. People not being who they say they is. But you'll see that all around. But East Waco just seeing murder and shit, like, and it's on the regular. Knowing people that you personally know, it's a little bit different. It make your skin a little bit tougher.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see it. So the music, when did you start like really tapping in with the music?
It's probably been about like a year now. I ended up being on house arrest or whatever for 8 months. And I was asking God what you wanted me to do, what you wanted me to do. And the music, music was the first thing that just started making sense. As soon as I started doing music, everything started making sense. So I started fucking with the music.
Okay. And so when like getting into the music, has it been something you've always been doing in your life?
Nah, I never wanted to do music. I never seen myself doing music until that shit just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I never seen me personally trying to be the man. I'm gonna tell you this secret. I always wanted to be a background singer for somebody, but I never ever wanted to be the person that actually, oh, you do music, you that never was the goal. But we here though, so.
Okay, I like that. So, what was your inspiration to get into music?
God again.
Okay.
I didn't have the inspiration to get into music. I love music, but I didn't have the so-called work ethic working towards being a musician or an artist. And like I said, when I end up on house arrest, I'm asking God what you want me to do, and he put me on the music. So that's my motivation for the music.
Okay. And so God, so I'm gonna think you were singing in the church at first.
For sure.
Okay.
I mean, like if you ask any other person from the hood or black person that you know, not making it a race thing or anything, but if you ask most majority of people of color, their grandparents or their the older people in their life, majority took them to church. So if you ask, a lot of people were church kids, but we have to still live an individual life. So I was in the church all my life. So yeah.
Being in church all your life. How was that being in church and so-called being from East Waco? Like how was that blend? Because East Waco,
leaving the church, you going straight to the. Like my church is in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as we walk outside, you see. We're going to the park, like, you know what I'm saying? So it gives you a balance, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a good balance of real life and real shit, so.
Okay, I like that balance. Now I heard that balance in the tape, Now For Real, Volume 1. What was the inspiration behind that tape or just being able to put a project out since you've only been making music for about a year?
If you told me last year I had a tape out, I probably wouldn't believe. The tape was big for me. It was a good, overall personal achievement because I did it. It was kind of more of a say and do. And, I actually said I was going to do it and I did it. So it was big for me. And the music was good too. It was a good journey. Putting it together was, if I tell you the timeline of putting all the music together it felt so fake. It just felt like, it felt movie-like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's like, God, what you want me to do? Okay, this is what I want you to do, and now you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So the tape was great. It was fun putting it together. Um, yeah, probably best year of my life so far.
Okay. How did you, cause you already had like a buzz before the music.
Yeah.
So how was that turning that buzz over from like people just knowing Qua to actually knowing 2rawqua?
So with the music, it's just like the I wasn't like I said, I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do with the buzz that I had. I didn't know exactly what it was gonna turn into. But with the music turned it. The music actually started buzzing because the buzz I already had. So I just turned my network, and I didn't know exactly what my network was going to be. I turned my network into my music network. And so basically all the people I had met basically put their neck on the line and saying this is good music as well. So it wasn't just everything happened for a reason. The people I met in college, the people I met in high school, the people I met just at work, or all of it happened for a reason. So using what I had made the music 2 times easier for me. So.
Okay. What was your network before? Like,
my network before was basically being a hustler. Whoever was hustlers, whoever was getting to it, whoever had a dream, whoever. I always wanted to be around entrepreneurs, people that really was chasing something. And my network was just all the same. You know, you get around like-minded people.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, I feel that. So, what is next for 2rawqua?
So then, what's next for me?
Yeah.
What's next for me is probably getting a movie-like video. Okay. I want that. As soon as you tune that motherfucker, like, dang, you like, man, this nigga was on his best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they put a little budget behind it. So I think that's gonna be me coming out the gate swinging. And then after that, more music. But I gotta get that video done first.
Okay, how do you feel about comparisons? Because a lot of people will compare you to, I've heard Mo3, I've heard Charlotte Boy, I've heard a little bit of Roll. Do you think that's just because you're from Texas and y'all all got that baritone voice? Or?
I say it's church, but people, you know, I feel like it all comes from God. And another thing, we from the South, everything, all of it plays in. We listen to similar type of music out here. And, but I give a big part of it back to God. This church, bro. If you go listen to some of the stuff people do, then you go listen to some of the church songs and or certain stuff, you'll see some of the stuff that people use. Majority of it is gospel. So you know.
Okay, I love it. So, now for real, do you feel like you're gonna keep pushing that for a year or so? Or you gonna drop something?
They end up accidentally turning in the not for real end up accidentally turning into my little slogan that we use.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be pushing. I'll probably give some singles here and there until I get ready to be. I'm in album mode right now, so you know we're working on the album. I don't have a name for it. I don't have a date. I just know we're working.
What's your creative process with album mode? Like, what do you know you have to do?
My creative process is to write as much as I can possible, make as much music as possible, and then give my team to narrow what we want to put on the album, how many songs we want to do. It's having. I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared. So I just over prepared then. You know, go with what I got.
Okay. And I always ask artists this nowadays because it seems like you don't need a label, but now labels are trying to make it to where you need them. Would you sign a 360, a partnership, or would you do just straight distribution if you were to?
My boy always told me it got to be life changing. So whatever it is, it has to be life changing. Can it take me from here to here by the time I sign whatever it is? So it just depends on what situation I'm in. I think people look at everything the wrong way. Certain deals are either helping you to build, and or if you know what type of person you are and what you can do and what you feel like you can bring back to a label or whatever, you know, sometimes signing that deal is better. Sometimes holding out for distribution is better, but everybody's not going to be the same. Everybody's project is different. So I just feel like certain situations, I pray about it, then I let God take me where he wants me to go. But in the perfect situation, in the perfect world, I kind of want to be, you know, working on Quay. You know, I kind of want to be my own everything. But, you know, whatever situation comes to hand, and it depends on what can change my life tomorrow. So
okay, what can change your life tomorrow? Speaking of changing your life tomorrow, or just speaking of life, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is failing. I can lose. I lose full speed. I don't like losing and I gave up. So I don't mind losing because I took a lot of dubs.
Yeah.
So I plan on winning. But the only thing I just can't sleep at night sometimes is just feeling. Like no matter what it is, like being a man, like I don't want I hate to fail. Being a good person, I don't wanna fail doing it.
Okay, I like that. I like that. And if your life was a book, what would you call this chapter?
This chapter right now, God's plan.
That sound like an album name, to be honest with you.
For sure. God's plan.
Okay, God's plan, God's plan. All right, y'all make sure y'all go stream that Now For Real Volume 1 out on all streaming services. And go ahead and shout out your social medias for your fans.
Man, I'm 2rawqua everywhere. IG, Twitter, YouTube, the number 2, RAWQUA. Hey man, you gonna find me. Y'all hit me up.
That's a big appreciate you for tapping in with us.
Hey.